Gather to honor the symbol of our American freedom, our flag, as we respectfully retire her from service. Now, according to the United States Code, when a U.S. flag is in such condition that it is no longer a fitting emblem for display, it should be destroyed in a dignified way, preferably by burning. So in other words, when our flag becomes worn, torn, faded, or soiled beyond repair, it's time to retire it, honorably, and with the same respect as we give our nation's heroes. Just as we care for our fallen soldiers with reverence, so too do we retire our nation's emblem with solemn dignity. The traditional method of retirement is incineration, but this is not a mere act of disposal. Ceremony of respect. Like that soldier, the flag is prepared and honored before it is laid to rest. We ask that all remain silent as we begin. So honor guard. So a little history lesson. When the Continental Congress created our flag on June 14th, 1777, consisted of 13 alternating red and white stripes for the original colonies, and 13 stars on a blue field to represent a new union. And in 1976, the U.S. House of Representatives explained, the star is a symbol of the heavens and the divine goal to which man has aspired from time immemorial. The stripe is symbolic of the rays of light from the sun. Now, as our country grew, so did the stars, one added for each new state. For a little while, we were even adding additional stripes, but in 1818, we restored it to the 13 original stripes to honor the original 13 colonies. Now, the colors of the flag mean something too. Red stands for hardiness and valor, white represents purity and innocence, and blue represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. I will say, over the years, others have found other meaning in these colors. For instance, some will say that red stands for the bloodshed to protect our freedoms. But regardless of the interpretation, the values remain clear. Now, as long as Americans cherish liberty more than itself, this flag, the stars and stripes, will remain our enduring symbol. Look upon her with renewed respect, honor her, and defend her. Now please join me in retiring this flag with the respect it deserves. All members of the military, veterans, and scouts may salute. Everyone else, please place your hand over your heart. Color guard, prepare the flag for retirement. country with honor, become worn through its faithful service as our national anthem. As this flag and all others it represents become unserviceable while flying proudly over our nation through times of peace and times of war, and as our service members gave their lives defending its honor. When we conclude, this flag and all those it represents have reached the end of honorable service. Retired out of love, tribute, and deep respect, they now will be laid to rest. New flags will rise in their place, and one day, those too will be retired, as long as Americans continue to value liberty above all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to retire this flag, along with all others represented here tonight. What we are about to do is a final act of honor, an expression of gratitude to all who served under her. This flag, which has flown over our land and our heroes, is now ready to be retired by fire, as respectfully recommended by our nation's code. It is placed into the ceremonial flame with hearts full of reverence, gratitude, and love for the freedom it represents. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the formal portion of tonight's U.S. flag retirement ceremony. We invite you to remain with us as we continue to respectfully retire all additional flags in our care. But as you go home, we hope to carry with you a renewed sense of what our flag stands for and why we honor it. Thank you for being here tonight. May God bless the United States of America.